The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their title. Don't miss a single second of the battle. Watch it live and exclusively only on Akol podcast. The Voice of Innovation on 31st of May 2026, proudly sponsored by Nawal Group for Computing Limited, your home of creativity. The biggest tournament of the season is here, and the capital is about to shake. This brutal battle for ultimate prize, a thrilling clash of their tight.
I really appreciate
Don't miss a single
the
second of the
support that
battle.
you guys are
Watch it
giving me.
live and exclusively
So thank
only
you
on
for
Akol
that.
Podcast.
But
The
today
Voice
we're
of
going to talk
Innovation
about
on
something. We're
31st
going
of
to talk
May
about
20.
want to talk about we want to talk about speaking. This is what we are going to talk about today. So thank you so much. You're here in a call podcast, The Voice of Innovation. Make sure I'm bringing to you some of the good content that you can with them. And that is why I'm here today. I'm here to give you a content. One of the content that I'm going to give you today is about speaking. This is the content that I'm going to give you. One of the content that I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm going to spend like, let's say 1 hour. If it is not 1 hour, then it's going to be less than that. The power of public speaking. This is what I'm going to talk about today. Really excited that you guys are following me on my TikTok account. You're also following me on Facebook. You're also following me. You're also subscribed to my channels, YouTube. So thank you for doing that. And it's really a great thing. I'm excited that we are building this together. My name is Akol from Akol Podcast, The Voice of Innovation. Today, the power of public speaking has become one of the tremendous initiatives that you can take in order to improve yourself. And public speaking today, it is now opening many doors to some of the people that you can see around you. You might be seeing some of the guys they made it in life. Those who made it in life today, some of them they have really learned public speaking. Public speaking is very important, and that's why today I want to discuss a skill, which is also is public speaking is a skills. It's a skill that has that has the power to transform careers, and it will also leaders, and it also creates opportunities and also influence society. And that skill is public speaking. I think you know it. Many people dream of becoming successful professionals. Their dreams, they want to be business owners, they want to be politicians, they also want to be community leaders, teachers, or entrepreneurs. And however, they often overlook one of the most important skills required to achieve uh, those goals. And one of that is the public speaking itself. It's one of the goals, one of the requirements, like strategies that you can use in order to acquire public speaking. If you don't have the strategies of public speaking, you might not know anything. If you don't know the strategies to speak, if you don't know the strategies to do whatever that you want in order to influence people, then you can be a politician. That is one thing. You can be politicians. You're not going to be a business person as well. So these things, it require a lot of things. It require you to have a strategies for speaking. It require you to know many things. And I think after you know all this, you're going to be a great public speaker, and you're going to influence people. So you will influence your teams. You're going to influence people who want to do a lot of things. And that is why I'm saying public speaking is very important, by the way. And why is it very important? It is very important because you can influence the society. Some of the society they don't want to listen to people who don't speak sometime. But of course, if you speak, you're going to influence the society, and society is going to listen to what you say. That is the best part of it. Sometime, uh, and if you're not sure about that, I'm trying to look for something here. going live on TikTok using PC is really very hard, like a hell. Good enough. I'm now live on TikTok as well. That is great. I'm I'm so excited to implement this. It's, it's really hard. It's really hard. Let me say, really very hard to go live on TikTok. It's really very hard. Getting a stream key of TikTok is really a tug of war. You cannot find that unless you join the network. I think I talked about network yesterday as I was talking about. I was talking about artificial intelligence. So public speaking is really very good. If you know it, you're going to get a lot of things. And the ability to communicate effectively. Public speaking is the art, of course. Here is the art. People say it's the art, but today you can see that AI has also modified public speaking scenarios. You can speak using artificial intelligence. You can um, you can also copy the voice of the persons, and then you just transcribe it to be yours. And you can also change your accents. This is what we are seeing today with artificial intelligence. Public speaking is the art of expression. You express the ideas like italo into of car, you have anything. You express them clearly, okay, and confidently before an audience. People may be sitting around here, and then these people they are listening to you, and you will be the one now to speak, taking the mic, then you go and speak. You know how hard it is. Really very hard. Like climbing the mountain is really very hard to implement that. Really very hard. So thousands of people sitting down, waiting for what you want to say. And if you don't, if you're not serious, I think it's going to be very tough. But if you're serious, this is how you can build up your confidence. If you don't have a confidence, I think you're not going to make it very well. But if you have a confidence, if you learn public speaking, if you learn how to speak as well, then you're going to deliver your message. But sometimes most people don't deliver a message because of what they know, and sometimes because of what they don't know. And delivering message sometimes it need to be very clear. What you say is must be clear, and people must also listen to you. If people listen to you, then your speech is clear, and it is much more than standing on the stage and also talking. Also, the ability to influence, as I said, educate, inspire, or pursue. You pursue other people to follow what you want to do, and also it connect people. Some people who speak very well. Sometimes we like to connect with them. We like to talk to them all the time because we love what they said, and that's why we need to be connected with them. Sometimes we need to also to be like them, and that is one of the big problems you might also face in life and also in general public speaking. Sometimes you want to speak like somebody, and speaking like somebody is very tough. But of course, taking the action is somehow okay. But I want to speak like somebody, and I saw many people want to speak like Barack Obama. Many people want to speak like Dr. John Garang. And likewise to me, when I was young, when I listened to CPA speech of Dr. John Garang, the speech, I really feel happy about that speech, and the speech was really good. So I intend to copy that the way that it was. John Garang was speaking, and I used to listen to a lot of speeches last time, and those speeches that I used to listen to time. One of them is for Dr. John Garang, another one is for Martin Luther King. I can read, I can speak from the beginning to the end, both Dr. John Garang's speech and also Martin Luther King's speech. All this speech I used to listen to them, and I used to speak. And when I speak, I speak like Martin Luther. I also speak like Dr. John Garang. But I really found that these things have really taught me the way that I have to speak. And when I was young, I used to be afraid. I don't like to speak in front of people, and I don't like also to have an idea when there is a conversation. I was really one of the people who don't like speaking. But with learning and all these things today, I can say I have to prove myself that I'm really better than other people around me and other people that I don't know as well. I'm really better right now. I speak. I also look at your face directly so that you tell me what you know, and I tell you also what I know. And this is how life moves. And one of the things that I learned in public speaking is to see somebody, is to have some eye contact with somebody. When you're speaking with someone, you need to look at the eyes. It's very important. And when they turn their face away, this is the moment you realize that you have a confidence. By the way, this is my technique. It's not somebody's technique. I don't know how you also cope up with your confidence and all this. But for myself, this is what I always do. Sometimes if I want to speak, I have to look directly to your face and then we speak. And sometimes if the thing that I don't care about, then I have to look around. And this is a chemistry inside our body. In our body, we always have this feeling and all the things that you may see sometimes. Sometimes if you don't speak very well, and then you cannot look at somebody's eyes because you don't know how to speak very well. Sometimes you can feel ashamed, you can feel embarrassed, then you may turn your face away, you don't want to speak. So all these things come from a fear, and because it's a good couple, you don't need to speak in front of people. So that is one of the things they're also saying. Throughout history, great leaders have used public speaking to shape a nation and inspire movements and bring about change. And you can see the movements from Dr. Jongarang. You've seen how he transformed SPLM. SPLM was really a great movement. When he speaks, he has to convince all the followers, and the followers must listen to what he says. That's the best part of knowing public speaking. Because when you know public speaking, then you're going to make a lot of influence to the peoples. When you make influence, they will listen to you. They will listen to what you say. They will follow what you say because what you say is true, and they have to be abide by that. That's why sometimes it's really necessary for them to listen to what you say. And if we have somebody who is leading a movement and then they don't speak, they don't have the ability to also to pursue the followers and all this, you may be saying that the followers are also moving away from the leader because they are not getting what they want. That is one of the issues we are facing around the world from the people. And of course, uh, today you will never hear civil war and all this. They are not happening as 1990 something and all. So recently, we have all the stories of people fighting and people also kill themselves. We are not seeing this thing today. We're seeing that the world has changed to maximum. The world today is quite a bit different. The world is not like the world of recent days and so. So the world is different today. Why the world is different is because most of the people they don't fight using guns. People now fight using ideas, and ideas also come from public speaking. So I want you to learn public speaking so that you pursue people, and so that you are going to be a great leader, and also to influence people. That is one of the things that I wanted to learn it. And of course, if you want to learn public speaking, you need to take the action. Whether it is in politics, business, education, religions, or community development, then effective communication has always been at the center of leadership. And also today, you can see that public speaking is more important than ever. We live today in a world where ideas travel faster than at any other time in human history. And because of that, through social media, podcasts like this one that I'm doing, televisions, radio, and also uh, public events, people are constantly sharing information and influencing others. Those who can communicate effectively often have greater impact than those who possess knowledge but cannot express it. So, unfortunately, public speaking is one of the most common fear among human beings, and human being fear about this, and human being doesn't like to speak, and many people become nervous the moment they stand before an audience, like thousands of audience, 200 audience. Let's say from two is okay, one is okay, two, three, four, five, like that. Then the fear always is started, and that is one of it. Which you see, fear of public speaking always is also connected to humankind. So, and your chemistry also react on that, and you may fear. If you fear, then you may not know how to speak. And of course, everybody is a speaker. Nobody is not a speaker. If you speak, you have to speak. You have the same mouth. You have the same ability. You have the same, a lot of things, have them. Nobody is one and they don't speak. Everybody speak. But one of the problems is because of the fear. Uh, that is the one that's contribute also uh, to 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 a person who doesn't speak. And and of course, is really different. Speaking is different. Some people speak with some people speak with their parents. Some people speak with their friends. And ده ما بخاف. مثلا تتكلم مع زول ما بتخاف. لكن لما تتكلم مع زول مع الآخرين مثلا 10 نفر ولا 20 نفر من هناك انت بتخاف. انت بتخاف يعني تشعر انه في حاجة كده يعني داير يدقك في حاجة كده داير يقتلك. وايضا طبعا يعني ده كله الحركات هنا بنلقاه في خطاب عامة. فده طبعا انت لو داير تتكلم بالانجليزي، داير تتكلم باللغة بالروطان بتاعك، داير تتكلم بعربي، داير تتكلم في بأي اللغة. طبعا ده يعني ده بتختار. فانت لو داير تتكلم انجليزي طبعا ده اللغة، وانت داير تعرف اللغة. انت لو داير تعرف اللغة لازم تعرف اللغة ده انت بتتكلم كيف. لو عرفت انه بتتكلم كيف ده، فده طبعا بيديك مجال تتكلم ذاته. إن مثلا انت ما بتعرف اللغه وداير يعني تتكلم باللغه دي ذاته وانت ما بتعرفه، طبعا بيكون صعب. فزول لو ما بعرف ممكن تسكت، وانت طبعا يعني تدرس اللغه دي الناس كانوا يتكلموا كيف وسلام كيف، يعني حياة البيزك دي كله ممكن تعرفهم واحد 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 واحد. إذا عرفتهم يعني ممكن تستخدمهم لمدة فترة، مثلا يكون 3 شهور، يكون 4 شهور. يعني انت تستخدم الكلمات اللي لقيته في هذه اللغه، مثلا في الانجليزي ولا في اللغات الاخرى. فده انت لو تابعت دي يعني انت بتلقى، انت بتشعر ذاته انه انا قاعد اتكلم باللغه الانجليزي وكويس. فده طبعا يعني بيديك مجال. And if you don't know how to speak, and then you want to post it, you want to post the language that you know it. This is really bad because your mind is not connected to that language and you want to post it. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. Human beings need to learn. You need to learn a language so that you speak. One thing that we face as a human is the flow of other language. Sometimes, let's say English, let's say Arabic, or any other foreign language that you're speaking. Time you lack flow. You may know anything in it, but you lack the flow. If you lack the flow, make sure you want to learn it. That is the best part of it, because uh, sometimes if you don't learn it, you're going to face a lot of problems. Uh, the heartbeat, the heartbeat always heartbeat move faster. Sometimes also can always shake. Voice also become very weak. Sometimes you forget everything you've learned to say. Why does this happen? Uh, it happened because of the fear of public speaking, often come from the fear of judgment. I talked about that yesterday about the fear of judgment. People worry about making mistakes, worry about being criticized. And if you are criticized, and some of us, we've been in media for a long time, especially myself, been in media for a long time. And if I'm criticized, I will not take it wrong because that criticism will also give me a lot of ways to learn. If I don't accept criticisms, then I don't want to move forward. But I have to accept what people want to say about me, and this will also teach me about the image that I always hide. And in criticism, sometimes people expose your image to public space, and public now will be able to speak. Public is the one now having a responsibility to speak about. And when public has an opinions about what about what you want to say, sometimes that is the best part of it because you want your hidden image to be known, the image that you may not know. If they know it, then you're now okay. You now want to learn. And if you learn, then you're now you fix that. Then you're waiting for another one. You're waiting for another one to happen. Then you learn until you die. This is how people learn mistakes. So if you want to speak, you need to make mistakes. Then some of us will make mistakes even the time. The moment I'm speaking, maybe I will be making mistakes later. Or I made mistake yesterday or any other time that I used to. So and those things are really useless for me. I don't mind of those things. Make mistakes. I don't mind of them. But I have to wait for criticisms. If there is a criticism, then I have to change the way that I'm doing my thing. People worry about forgetting words or embarrassing themselves in front of others. The reality is that every great speaker was one nervous. You can find a speaker who have never have nervousness. Every speaker has been in nervous. They always afraid when I want to speak. All these things are there. It's not you alone that you have the feeling, but all the great speakers, they have all this feeling. All who have the feeling of public speaking here and all this. And it's not you alone. All these great speakers, Simon Sneaks, also, and we have a lot of things, a lot of people. I mean, so all these people, they have been nervous, but now they have changed. They've changed today. You can listen to their motivational speaking and all this. And the same thing to some of us are really afraid to speak, to come and face the camera like this. I used to be afraid recently, but right now I have to speak with camera 24 hours and I don't feel ashamed. I don't fear. I don't fear camera. I have to look at the camera. I talk to camera. So it's the same thing. When I see people, so I have to talk to the people because uh, I have learned all this. And once upon a time, I have that nervousness. So that is how things are done. And that is all these people you're seeing. They are all like that. Confidence is not developed through practice, preparations, and experience. I mean, is confidence is developed using those things, using preparations. You prepare yourself from the beginning. You also uh, practice. You also make experience, and also with all this, you must make mistakes. And one mistake many people make is believing that good speakers are naturally gifted. That is really bad. There is no gift speaker. While some people may have natural talents, effective public speaking is a skills. And a skill can be learned. The skill of computer, you can learn it if you have time. The skill of what you can learn any skills that is in the world. You can learn all these skills. And that can be all of them can be learned and improved by anyone. So what does it take to become great public speaker? Is really through making a lot of experience, making uh, preparations. That is it. The first things to become a great public speaker is that you must know your subject. That is the best part. You don't need to speak out to the point. You need to know your point. And sometimes we may be talking about, water, and then bringing something, bringing blood. You're bringing foods. You're bringing all these things that doesn't match with the topic. So, which mean is not good to do it like that. So you need to speak based on the topic, and you have to know your subject. If you know the subject, that is nice. If you don't know the subject, then you're gonna have a lot of problem. When you understand what you are talking about, you speak with authority, conviction. You speak with authority and conviction. And second part is that practice regularly. Public speaking is like any other skills. Sometimes the more you practice, the more comfortable you become. And speaking in front of friends, family members, colleagues, or even in front of mirror, that things will also give you a credit. And you know the way I learn through the mirror. I'm back. I learned through the mirror. I will not explain it here because uh, time is really running. And the third concept is focus on your audience rather than yourself. I know some people may be focusing on themselves. Did I speak very well? Did I pronounce this well? Did I do this? Did I say what did I say and all this? No, you need to focus on your audience. You need to see them. You need to look at the face. You also need to see who is there and who is not there. And all this thing will give you credit to move forward. So if you don't do it like that, بكون خطر عليك. And many speakers become nervous because they think too much about themselves instead focusing on delivering value to the people listening to them. That is the bad thing. And number 4 is to learn to speak, uh, learn to speak clearly and simply. You don't need to include term words and all this. We know you are a great speaker, but you need to speak simple. The best speakers are not those who use complicated words, let me say. The most speakers are those who communicate ideas in a way that everybody can understand. Also, another one, which is the last, is to embrace mistakes. Even experienced speakers occasionally make errors, and they revise those things. So you need to revise the mistake that you did. You need to repeat that mistake so that you make. How did you come across the mistakes? Then you're going to correct that if you really made it. Mistake does not define your ability. This is what I said yesterday. What matters is your ability to continue speaking with confidence. The matter one. Public speaking is not only for politicians or media personalities. People may think like that. Public speaking is for politicians. Public speaking, the Nasta media. People like Al-Fakir, people of media, like Rejoice Samsons and all this. Let me bring it to that celebrities of South Sudanese. So it doesn't mean if you speak, you are a politician like Fakir. If you speak, you are also a media personalities like Rejoice Samson. No, speaking doesn't need those things at all. Speaking doesn't need those things. And to be speaker, sometimes it is. Let me say it's for everybody. It's for everyone. Students, the student need it. They need it during presentation, and teachers also need it in classroom. Business owners need it also when meeting client. Community leaders need it when addressing citizen. Excuse me, and that is it. So professionals, they need it during meeting and conference. And in many cases, you can see the difference. Uh, the difference between two equal qualified people is not in knowledge sometimes, but it's a communication that make a difference. One person may have excellence, ideas, but remain silent. Another person may have similar idea but communicate them effectively. Do you see that? So open the second persons receive more opportunities because people understand the messages. That's why we say if you're also qualified to do something, you need to speak, you need to expose that outside so that people may know what you are talking about. And you don't need to keep quiet with the idea that you know. But somebody who has no idea but they speak, they just roll around, we sometimes respect them. And I think I will stop uh, here because uh, I'm going to arrange the other episode tomorrow so that we will come to the way on how to speak, the way how to approach public speaking if you are new, and how do you cope up with public speaking. I think these are the things that we are going to come up with tomorrow. And we are now 23 live. I mean, we are 36 minutes live on TikTok. I mean, on Facebook and YouTube. And we are now 23-minute live on TikTok. And then we come back tomorrow to have the rest of the topic that we need to discuss. I really thank you, and I'm really excited that I streamed today on TikTok using my technical skills to be live, and you are seeing the overlay, and you're also seeing me, all my friends on TikTok. Thank you so much for following me, and I really appreciate the support that you're giving me. So bye bye from now, and we shall meet.